in our parking lot today. A big thank you goes to the Peters family for bringing their vehicles and along with some other guests as well, and for the Petropoulos for bringing their motorcycle as well and helping us to learn about them. When thinking about today, what I wanted to accomplish for this program, I of course wanted our great veterans to be honored. However, I also want to be sure that our students have an understanding of what a veteran is and why veterans are vital to our freedom, our safety, and our way of life as Americans. So please welcome Mr. Chris Damborski and Mr. Jim Brinks from the VFW as they speak about what it means to be a veteran.
I guess I'm first. I'm going to be a little biased when I talk because it's just a Marine Corps thing. You probably just wouldn't understand. And it's 241st thing. So, I will make it short and sweet. I sit here and look at all these young kids, and I remember 60 plus years ago, I looked like that. And we had the old veterans from World War I, World War II come talk to us. And when they got done, I mean, it took me a little while till I grew older to really realize what they said, other than sitting there looking at them and thinking, oh my God, are they old? So, with that being said, what does it mean to be a veteran? All the veterans have their own ideas of what a veteran is. So I'm kind of going to give you mine. Whether you were enlisted or drafted, you went to serve and kept the country free and defended our freedom. And that's what we did. We were a veteran. We just had an election, and all the men and women that went and served this country since the beginning won that right for us to have that election. So a veteran, it can be anybody. It can be your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, in our case, grandpa and grandma. As we said, we people serve to keep our country free with liberty for all of us. By serving, we earned the right so that you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and enjoy this great country we live in, where you can jump in your car with your mom and dad, or by yourself. Obviously you got to be a little older, and you can go from one state to the other. There's no stopping you from what you want to do. The veterans have won that for you. What do they look like? You're looking at them. Every once in a while you'll see a parade. You'll see the old men stand up and salute as the flag goes by. That's usually a veteran. I'm a veteran of Vietnam, and I went and served. I enlisted. I don't know why, but I did. 6 years later. For the Marines, when we enlisted and we went off to serve, we were, for all you young ones out here, we were prepared and willing that we would give up all our tomorrows so you sitting out here could have yours today. And I had a lot of friends that are in Washington on the Vietnam Wall that did just that. So you kids could be sitting here today, waving your flags, growing up free and happy, and be what you want to be. And to me, that's what a veteran is. Good?
Yeah, thank you, Jim. That was very good. And to me, speaking to the children, being a veteran is very, very special to me, especially in the presence of children. You have wonderful teachers. We live in a wonderful country, and we're so blessed that with the wonderful teachers and parents and friends and relatives and neighbors that just kind of teach you the good things of life. To be a good person, to have honor, respect, patriotism, and you're in the best possible environment right here at Tess Corner School with Mrs. Katie Grasso and the whole staff, as well as all of us in here. So patriotism means a lot, and being a veteran is a part of that. Someday, hopefully, a lot of you will become veterans too, and to keep this thing going, America. Hey, we live in the greatest country in the world. So wave your flags, and thank you, children, thank you, children. Hey, Ms. Grasser.
Let's give him a big round of applause, a big TC round of applause. All right, thank you very much. So next, we will announce the winners of our Patriotic Pen and Poster Contest, which I know many of you have been waiting for because I've gotten lots of questions all day about who our winners are. The good news is you all did a fantastic job, and you really made it challenging for our VFW to choose just a couple winners. So those of you who, some of our guests who might not know what our Patriotic Poster and Pen Contest is, it is open for our students to write an essay or make a poster about what patriotism means to them. That's the only thing, thing that they have to keep in mind when they make it. Otherwise, they have complete creative control on how they choose to present their ideas. So, from the many entries we had, Mr. Samborski, our VFW commander, his wife, Tony, who's amazing, had to choose the top contestants. So, Mr. Samborski, if you'd like to come up and help me announce the winners. All right. And we're going to come right on over here because this is where our wall is. All right, so our third place poster was made by Daisy Blum. It's right here. Let's give Daisy a big round of applause. Daisy, can you stand? All right, great job, Daisy. Come on up.
Your prize from us, and what we have in here is we have a gift certificate for you from two members of the Chamber of Commerce, as the Muskego VFW is. We're also members of the Chamber of Commerce. From Culver's, they have a treat, and from McDonald's. And then from our post, we gave you one of our challenge coins. And in that coin, or on that coin, you'll see post London's either Cook Post 8171. So we're giving you a memento from us of something that's very personal and dear for us, for you doing such a good job. So thank you very much. Enjoy the
All right. Our second place poster was made by Dylan Furnish. And it's right here. Dylan Furnish, come on up.
Congratulations and thank you for doing such a wonderful job. Hey, and enjoy those treats from Culver's and McDonald's. And you also had a challenge coin from us. So when you look at that challenge coin, you'll remember Jim and I and the whole gang are all veterans. So enjoy. Thank you for doing such a good job.
All right, our first place poster winners. This poster was made by two ladies. We have Maya Peterson and Addison Corso. And you two can stay up here.
So girls, thank you very, very much for doing a joint effort on your poster. The poster was fantastic. Thank you girls very much. Again, you girls have gifts from the Chamber of Commerce businesses, Culver's, McDonald's, and a personal memento from our group, the VFW group here in Muskego, our challenge group. So girls, thank you for doing such a good job. We were really proud of all of you. And we're really proud also of all of you children who made posters, wrote essays. This is the best. This is the great part about being
We have one more.
One more.
Okay, we're ready? Our first place essay winner is Marlena Glish. Come on.
Melina,
Great job, Melina.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Your essay was fantastic. And there again, you've got gift certificates from Culver's and McDonald's and a memento from our veterans, our challenge room. So thank you very much.
All right, so our first place winners, would you stay up here and give us explain a little bit about your poster and Melina about your essay? So we'll let them take the stage here.
Well, we wanted to kind of show like what we did, so we made an American flag, and then we wrote what we think it means on the stripes, and we also made like a little bit of us, so there's our like siblings or parents or something like that that are in the army or veterans. And we like put pictures of them on there so we could show who we had that in it. So we put pictures of our family on it because they're veterans and stuff, and they really mean a lot to us. So we wanted them to be a part of it. So we put some of their pictures and we labeled them for my brother and Maya's parents, because they're really special to us and we just wanted them to be a part of it.
It takes bravery, doesn't it, to come up here when you don't even know you're going to get called up and then talk in front of a whole bunch of people? That takes some bravery, ladies.
I'm going to read my essay that I wrote. So it says, our veterans served our country because they had confidence and courage in themselves. Our veterans risked their lives for us. They fought for our country because they believed in themselves. They maybe got hurt and they recovered fine. Maybe they lost their arm, leg, or hand. Or maybe they lost their lives fighting for us. So if you do ever see a veteran, say thank you for serving our country. We really appreciate it. So thank you, veterans, for serving our country.
Thank you very much. All right, so this about wraps up our program, but before we go, we are going to have a brief moment of silence to honor those who can't be here today, but honorably served our country. Oh, yeah, let's stand, thank you. Stand for a moment of silence. You all may be seated. In addition, Commander Stamborski will briefly explain the meaning of TAPS and perform it for us.
Thank you, Ms. Grasso. TAPS originally started, there's a lot of stories and a lot of history with it, but to make it real short and so that everyone kind of understands, TAPS actually came about during the Civil War. And the taps that I'm about to play in a few minutes are played very respectfully at military funerals, memorial services, wreath layings. In other words, when someone passes, a veteran passes, and it's also played in the evening at Army bases, military bases, as the end of day. So it has a haunting melody, and that's what it's known as, taps, the military taps. So the words that go with the taps are, I'm going to say them to you real quick. And you can kind of think about these words as I play taps. The words go, day is done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest, God is night. So I'm going to play taps for you now. And could everyone please stand out of respect? Thank you. Please be seated.
All right. Thank you so much for coming today. Students, I hope you have a better understanding of what a veteran is and what it means to be patriotic. Veterans and guests, I hope you enjoyed the program, and I am so honored not only for your service, but for you coming here today. Please enjoy our slideshow honoring our Chess Corners veterans while teachers dismiss their classes. In addition, please come up and view the posters and read the essays that the students have made. Students, as you leave, please take one toy soldier, our student council will have one in the baskets over there, as a symbol of our veterans. When you play with it, when you see it, please remember the sacrifices that our veterans have made for you. In addition, if you have made a poster and it's hanging up here, sometime by the end of today, students, make sure you come and get your poster. So before the end of school today. So thank you all very much for coming. Our VFW post will now retire the colors.
TC. Students, thank you for being such a wonderful audience. If I could get all of the poster contest and essay contest winners to come up to the front, we'd like to get some pictures of you. The rest of you will be dismissed by class. We'll start right here in the front.